And shaboom, we are live because we're not missing any of this.
So angry.
It's just as chaotic as before. Let me actually just quickly pop into because I can pop into chat and just say hi, chat. What's good?
What is it, you guys?
I gotta change the
What
stream
is you
information.
guys?
Oh, nothing is accurate. We are
Use code Ninja in the store to get 20% off.
Yo, use code Beret and Mole to get 5% off your order of whatever. It feels so good just to be chatting and just shooting the shit. It feels so nice to be back after traveling so much. It's so wonderful. It's gonna be a fun night. This is gonna be a mishmash of shit. I'm very excited. Okay, but with all that, it's 8:24. Are we ready to play some D&D?
Yes.
Yes, and yes, and yes, and we're burping, and we're letting it out.
I had soda tonight, so there's gonna be a lot more where that came from.
Cherie is gassy. It's gonna be wonderful. Okay,
Cherie's never burped a day in her life.
That is very true.
Are you kidding me?
I think George. I think George has been like, I think I just saw her blink. No, I'm just kidding. I blinked. Just fucking like.
No, that was me.
That wasn't me. Cherie, let's do a staring contest. He's crying. It's just. I would get you.
No. Cherie would absolutely, after like 3 minutes, try and like pretend that she's like, oh, I needed to blink, and so he would win. And he'd be like, don't do this to me.
I'm just picturing that now, where it's like George would be like, another excuse just to stare into your beautiful eyes, and then 2 minutes later, he's like, you fuck yeah, yeah, you are going to win, aren't you? No, fuck you. Just weeping.
Guys, did you know Wawa has snack wraps?
No fucking way, dude.
What?
and bisexual drinks.
Yo, but there's no way they have jalapenos and cheese.
There was a drink. I'll elaborate. Don't worry. There was a drink that had like the colors of the bisexual flag. I don't think they didn't market it.
That's like one of their like berry teas or whatever.
Yeah, or like one of their refreshers or some shit. Don't
I
worry,
would
I'll get an
love
ad
for
for
them
it in like
too.
2 minutes and I'll show you.
Exactly. There you go.
I have not gotten an ad since I joined the activity. I just want to avoid it out. I don't know. But wouldn't it be hilarious if they had the bisexual colors drink and they called it like the unicorn?
No, it's okay. Starbucks already has one of those.
Do they
Okay.
really?
The unicorn frap. You don't remember that?
Is that real? Or
Yeah.
Is it...
Not in the sense of LGBT, but like the mythical creature.
But is it like real, or is it like one of those like if you go and ask?
No, I think it was real. They like
menu-
marketed,
Oh.
and people were like, "This is straight up sugar. This is straight up diabetes."
Yes.
Okay, I need to
Drew, back me up. You want a unicorn frap?
For years.
For years. For years.
It looked so delicious. It was wonderful. What is
Give you
taking
such bad heartburn?
I'm looking up what's taking up so much of my fucking CPU. Hold on.
Mango syrup and pleasantly sour blue drizzle.
Oh,
Blue drizzle? What is that? What is that?
Blue drizzle
blue.
flavored.
It's the blue.
Is it a taste that is
It-
sweet and fruity?
But it's not as good as
But
brown.
it's not as good as
Not as
brown.
good as brown. As Brown Sally would say.
As Brown
Not
Sally.
as good as brown.
I gave Kate and Moss the Brown Sally backstory, and they both wept. This is.
Does she have a tragic backstory?
he does.
Yeah, I got something for everybody. And Puckle's Pat's a hypochondriac. But we're not talking about pirates, we're talking about babies. And it's 8:27, and we gotta play D&D before we all gotta go to bed for work.
Okie doke.
All right, are we all ready to play some D&D?
Yes.
Yes, and yes. It feels so good to say this. Then let's take a deep and cleansing breath before we hop back into it. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then everybody, please join me. We love it.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
And we can begin, and everything after the belch is canon. It feels so good to be saying this. It feels so good, because this is gonna be so much fun, and I'm so excited, and thank you all for joining me. And thank you all for wanting to be around, like, just be in the story. It's so cool, and I just love it. Okay.
We love you.
A quick summary. Okay, you're adventuring through an Allatour. Okay, got it. So, Adventuring through Allatour. Quick summary. The pretty ones completed the quest for both the crew of the charge and the villagers of De La Colline. This led them to a magical fey portal, which activated far beneath the sea within a coral reef, which when they went through, they surfaced and essentially swam to the coast. And it wasn't just any coast, but it was the Fertile Coast and the Fertile Coast Resort, a vacation destination for couples looking to conceive. However, there will be no hanky-panky for the foreseeable future, for instead of making babies, the couples of the resort seem to be caring for them. 6, 7, even 8 to each couple, with dozens and dozens of storks circling overhead. Which brings us right back to the wet and sandy and most likely exhausted members of Les Jolies on the beach, with storks descending down towards them. 4 of them. Just very quickly, Blurso heaves once, then passes out. No problem there. Just fully, just exhausted, not an issue at all. One of the storks diverts course, just flies away. No problem at all there. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Where does it go?
Can we play dead? Can we play dead and they won't come?
Oh man.
Do you want to play dead?
I want to fly away.
Oh, okay. You want to fly away? Okay.
I don't want this baby.
Okay. Well, number 1, stork flies away. You guys ask, where does it go? Does anybody want to see where it goes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Give me a perception check if you want to see where this thing's going.
21.
21.
21.
21.
9.
A 9. Excellent.
Cass is just like, oh god, oh god.
I gotta get an 18 or higher on this roll. I do not. You guys are able to watch the one stork that diverts course and goes away. You're able to watch as, oddly enough, like, again, there's a low cloud over the resort. It's very strange for, like, a beach environment to have low-sitting clouds because there's not usually a lot of moisture near coastlines. Like, usually the clouds are very high in the sky. There's one maybe sitting only, I think, maybe 100 feet above the roof of the resort. And these storks are kind of, like, circling in and out of it, kind of, like, penetrating in, penetrating out, basically. And this stork kind of flies up by maybe like 30, 40 feet, and you're able to see like it's almost like the air becomes more humid around where it is, and a cloud forms, and the stork enters into the cloud and then disappears. And 3 storks descend towards all of you. Hawthorne, you want to run away?
Yes.
Excellent.
Very much so.
Do you want to run? Do you want to fly? What are you trying to do?
Fly. I want to fly.
Fly, excellent. Where do you fly towards the resort? Do you fly just out to sea?
Towards the cloud.
You fly towards the cloud that the other stork just went into.
Yeah.
All right, give me a quick dex check very quickly. And let me say, I'm gonna say the DC of this is gonna be a 17.
23.
All right, Hawthorne, you see it's like, imagine how the Terminator sees things where like it can see like angles and mathematical equations. You see the stork, you see the trajectory of it coming to you. You are able to sense with your incredible divine love magic. You are able to sense like, oh, there's a baby in that Bjorn, and then you are gone into the sky, and you guys are able to watch as. Give me an Arcana.
I'll see you in a bit. Bye.
Give me an Arcana check very quickly.
Me?
Yes.
Oh no. 4.
That is a 4. You fly off towards the sky. Sherry and Cass, you're able to watch as Hawthorne shoots into this cloud and
like a bullet.
And you're able to watch as the cloud like the poof of air trailing behind her becomes a cone that like pierces through, kind of like a jet engine going through the sound barrier. And Hawthorne, you enter into the cloud, and Cass and Sherry, you do not see Hawthorne exit the other side of the cloud. And Hawthorne, you are gone.
Hang on. Wait. I know what to do. I know what to do for this. Are you ready?
Allatour dies immediately. Taken to a land that only storks can inhabit.
Where the wind goes, where the road goes.
Question: How
yes.
how far away is the cloud from us?
I would say, okay, so stork flies up. I'd say maybe because the stork was descending towards you guys, maybe 40 feet, probably 70 feet above you. Why?
Because my divine sense is 60 feet.
Give me a quick luck check and beat a 9.
Do it.
Come on.
15.
What, you got a 15?
I got a 15.
You're able to watch as the cone penetrating through the cloud, the air kind of it has to fill the space that it just exited out of, and you're able to watch the cloud and just drop down 10 feet exactly.
Nice. Because mainly I'm trying to sense Hathor's location.
You want to sense Hathor's location? No problem.
Yeah.
And Wawa has snack wraps, just so you know.
Oh?
Are you serious?
I'm gonna strangle your monitor.
My monitor specifically.
Yeah, because it's showing me these goddamn ads.
So you want to? That's not the fucking monitor's fault.
That's where I'm seeing them.
I punch my TV when I see news I don't like.
Yeah.
Just so they get the message. Okay.
Wow, Drew, you're so emotional.
So look, facts don't care about your feelings. My TV does, though, because its life depends on it. Okay, so Hathor, you disappear into the clouds. Cass, you hit him with a quick divine sense, correct?
Yes.
Perfect. Sherry, the storks, it has been, you guys saw the storks. It's been effectively one round of combat. You guys have acted so fast. Sherry, what are you doing?
I think I'm just, because when I went to, watch the stork go, I think I'm still staring in that direction once Hathor left, and I'm just looking off in that direction.
Okay, so...
Sherry pulls out her sword.
So Sherry is just standing brutishly, as
just looking up to the sky.
Looking up to the sky. Give me a quick perception check, really quickly, as you just stare off to the sky. And then I'm going to go in reverse order. I'm then going to go to Cass and give you information about the cloud, and then I'm going to give Hathor you information about what the fuck's happening with you. Okay?
Perception?
Yes.
14.
With a 14, you are able to see something strange as a stork, you're looking at this stork kind of coming towards you. You're looking up towards the cloud that Hathor just disappeared into. Mm-hmm. And you're able to see a stork kind of flying around, descending towards the beach, trying to give a baby to another couple. And you're able to notice that kind of in the picnic basket in its beak, as it's flying down, you're able to watch as essentially a little furry figure pops up out of the basket, two eyes begin looking out of the little crease. And as you look, you're able to notice that the lid that just popped up on this basket currently has something is stabbing into the top of it, something the baby inside of the basket somehow stabbed its way up through the top. And you're able to notice that kind of as this baby kind of elongates a little bit, kind of sits up, kind of posts up a little bit, you're able to notice that it's a minotaur baby, very cow-esque face. You're able to see a lot of fur on it. You're able to see, and it's a little nubby horns, as protruding as they are, have just poked and punctured through the picnic basket lid. Give me a history check, Sherry.
And
I was give this to me with advantage, actually.
I was gonna say, I get advantage if this Fey Fiend or Undead.
It actually is, yes. Go right ahead.
Ooh. That's a 17.
That's a 17? Allatour is an interesting nation because there are some, for example, the Dubois household can trace its roots back to Goliath blood. Because the current inhabitants now, the current Dubois family members, they're 1/24th Goliath. They have grayish pigments. They still go along with the tattoo practices, but clearly it's no longer Goliath with Goliath making Goliath. It was Goliath human, and then with that it was human and Goliath and half Goliath. I think it basically just diluted from there basically. For you to look, and so Fey creatures essentially, or or fey children. They're more rare within Allatour because for some reason here there just aren't that many pure fey races around that are making quote unquote pure fey children. And so you look up and you see a straight Minotaur kid that you would have to imagine this is only meant for like if it was completely give me a quick investigation check really fast. Just beat like an 11 because Sherry is pretty intelligent when it comes to stuff like this.
With advantage?
Yeah, I'd say with advantage. Yeah. 19. Well, one, you know that Wawa has snack wraps, and that's a very.
I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
Wawa has what?
Well, I know. I didn't know. It's just so cool, though.
I'd rather a pizza ad. Please, ad God, just give me a Wawa pizza ad. I don't care.
And you're able to look, and you are able to come to two conclusions. One, and of course, assuming these storks are accurate, there has to be a Minotaur couple trying to conceive, which would be incredibly rare for Allatour. Now, they could be visitors. They could be here for the express reason of trying to conceive a child like that. But the other possibility is true as well, where a couple that are not Minotaurs are going to receive a Minotaur baby, which, you know, could lend itself to infidelity, any kind of drama, or maybe the storks got it wrong. And you don't know which of those is true. But with all of that, is that enough information? Anything else you want to do before we cut back?
Yeah, no, totally.
Okay,
totally.
got it.
With those checks, can I look at the storks that are coming our way, and are the baskets closed, or can I gleam any?
Give me another perception check. And I'll say you and Cass can give this to me with advantage. Cass, you can do this as well. And then I'll give you information on that divine sense.
We both get advantage?
Yes, because they're literally coming towards you.
Oh, yeah.
13.
13?
Get ready for parenthood, motherfucker.
No.
16.
Oh, 16. Let me just very quickly go to my document and just get you exactly what I was going to say. 13 to 16, correct?
Uh-huh.
Perfect. Yeah, that's more than good enough. Cass, as you're able to look up, you're able to see this like stork carrying a bundle in its beak, but you're able to notice that the stork kind of like is straining a lot. Like it seems almost difficult for this stork to come down to you, and it's like its wings are like bending as like it's flapping very hard. You are able to see there's like this cloth bundle wrapped up in its beak, hanging from its beak. You're able to hear. And you see a trunk begin snaking its way up and out of the bundle. As you have to imagine, a Loxodon baby is coming straight to you. Cherie.
Uh-huh.
It's strange because it's a picnic basket.
Yeah.
It's like the picnic basket is leaking, though, because there's a lot of, like, liquid kind of, like, dripping out of it as this stork is flying down towards you. And you are able to watch as the front of the picnic basket flips up very violently and smacks the stork in the face as it is trying to deliver everything. And just as it's about to touch down, the stork is knocked completely unconscious, and you're able to watch as this picnic basket lands into the sand like an unexploded bomb, and you're able to watch as a scaled baby pokes its head up and out of the picnic basket before and swimming back down inside, as you're able to see a glistening tail shimmering in the sunlight as Sherry, you have been delivered a mermaid baby. Cass,
is the stork okay?
That stork is out like a light, baby. It get like tuna, like apparently like the tails of tuna can like knock people out when they like slap hard enough, and that just happened to this stork. Oh yeah, fish are like super powerful.
Oh my god.
Cass, divine sense. This is a lot of information up front. Yeah. That stork is unconscious. Cass, that divine sense on the cloud, correct?
Yes.
As this stork lands right in front of you and drops this like little bundle of joy as the cloth unfurls, and you are able to see a Loxodon baby, big ears, big trunk, very like pale skin, as the stork begins to fly away. You look up to the cloud, and you're able to sense a strong Fey presence from the cloud. Obviously, let's just be clear. That's not that much. However, with a divine sense, to give you a little bit more than just saying like, "Oh, it's a Fey presence," you get the sense that this is not just a cloud. You get the sense that basically, as this other stork, like that just dropped off this Loxodon to you, flies up, enters into the cloud, and disappears, you have to imagine this is another version of a Fey portal, taking these storks somewhere else.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Anything else anything else you guys want to do as these kids have been dropped off in front of you?
What was Hathor's baby?
I can't tell. Bro, you ran. You were ducking
You
shots,
abandoned
bro.
him.
I went out for a pack of cigarettes.
With that, anything else you guys do before I cut to Hathor?
I just kind of am watching it, and I watch the stork fly away, and I just am watching it. I'm like, oh, that's it so far.
And is mine swimming towards me, or
No, it's just in the basket, kind of swimming around.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I'll just drag it out to sea a little bit. Because are we in the water or are we on land?
You guys have gotten like 15 steps out of the water, and then all this shit started happening.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm just gonna still like in eyesight. I'm just gonna put the basket in the water.
Okay. Awesome.
It's a mermaid.
Give me 1 second. You're able to watch this mermaid baby go, and very happy being placed in the sea, and he gets a Wawa snack wrap. Let's go. You're able to,
Are you serious?
She's gone.
She's gone.
Get him.
For what reason?
This is my origin story.
I'm just gonna stop mentioning it when it happens.
I'm gonna see it regardless. So I'm gonna
you're
be
able to watch as you drag this thing to the sea. You're able to watch as the mermaid baby goes, jumps out of the basket and begins swimming down the coastline. Just fully leaves, is just very happy to be in the ocean. You're able to see a trail of white water behind it as it and is just racing down the coast. Sherry, what do you do?
That's your child.
No, it's not. It flew out of the basket?
It jumped out of the basket. It saw the ocean, jumped out of the basket, hit the water, and is going.
I'm gonna swim after it.
Well, you don't have to swim because it's like where minnows are, like at the coastline. So like you're like up to your ankles because again, this thing is like tiny. It's only like 5-6 pounds, and so like, do you want to go after it?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, Sherry, you ankle deep in water, begin high kneeing it, and begin running after this baby on the run. Okay.
Yep.
Cass, you look to the Loxodon baby. Loxodon baby just goes. Give me a performance check.
$17.
You're shitting me.
No.
You are able to watch this Loxodon baby. Human hands for the top 2
What?
Yeah, Loxodons have fingers. Loxodons have like human hands.
I just don't like picturing an elephant with fingers.
Yeah, they're like small little nubs, like baby hands,
Okay.
with like flat no ankle elephant feet, like on the bottom. You just go, and the Loxodon goes. And begins crawling towards you.
Oh no. Take a small step back.
You just step back?
I'm just staring at it and I take a step back.
Okay.
Oh my god.
He keeps crawling towards you. He just keeps... Truly is like, I'm not even touching that thing. Well, with Cass,
We are... We are the worst people to be given babies.
Cass slowly moving back from this child, and Sherry running very quickly after theirs. We then come back to Hathor. Hathor, as you, in your complete flight away from parenthood, you enter into this cloud. And as you enter into this cloud, give me 1 second to switch the music over very quickly.
To a Wawa snack wrap.
I don't want to say if I did or did not get one because Kate's gonna come in and unplug my internet. Hathor, as you fly very quickly into this cloud, again, you feel so free, and your hair is like whipping behind you, and you feel like the excited like tears in your eyes just from like the wind hitting you so hard as you move so quickly. And as you enter into the cloud completely, it's almost as if the wind like settles in a way where it's no longer hitting you with such like, you're still moving forward, clouds like still move around you, but where you probably should have only been in the cloud for maybe a second or two with how fast you were moving, suddenly it's like the cloud has become longer, like your perspective has shifted, and it's like you're going through an endless sheet of clouds now.
I keep going.
As you continue, oddly enough, as you try to go, like, it's weird because, like, if you want to go faster, like, it's like the clouds move around you at the same speed, almost like you've been taken somewhere different in this moment. Like the laws of, like, how physics would work don't really apply in the same way that they would normally. Does that make sense?
Yes. I think Hathor gets distracted by the beauty of it and just, like, opens up her arms to let her fingers like run through the clouds as she flies by.
They do feel like it's almost like running your hand over grass with morning dew, like just slight moisture as you are kind of flying. And again, these towering walls of these like cumulonimbus clouds all around you. And as one of your hands kind of like plunges into the clouds, like to your left and your right, on your right hand, you're able to feel a gentle grasp at your wrist.
Is it like a tiny baby hand?
You're able to just feel, it's probably like the size of like someone about your age, like someone who's like an adult.
Okay, I grasp it back.
As you grasp it back, whether you pull or they push is kind of just up to like the weird physics, as a figure begins to emerge out of the clouds. This figure is cloaked, a white robe with pink lining, a hood up above their face, hiding their eyes. But you're able to see, like, basically from the bottom of the nose, you're able to see their mouth, and you're able to see immaculate red lipstick. You're able to see, give me a quick perception check.
That's cocked. 19.
A 19. You're unable to see like the top section of their face, but you're able to notice two things. One, this individual is female, at least has like a feminine bone structure to the face. And number two, immaculate makeup, foundation and lipstick and concealer all blended together perfectly. Where it's appropriate. It'd be kind of weird to have lipstick and concealer blended together, but you know what I'm fucking talking about. Why doesn't she love me?
They're not gonna forget this prom.
As this figure emerges out, again, soft hands, the 19, obviously moisturized, someone that takes great care of their body, a figure emerges from the clouds. And this, would you speak first upon seeing this, or would you wait for them to speak first?
I think I would just, not knowing who they are, I would just, like around their hand and just smile.
You're able to watch the lipsticked lips curl into a smile back to you, and you're able to hear a simple question be asked to you as this figure goes, Hathor, Where is it?
I don't know what you're talking about. What are you looking for?
Still smiling, goes, I am not mad that you do not have it. I simply wish to know where it is.
Can I let go of her hand?
As you let go of her hand, she disappears back into the clouds, and you emerge out of this like endless scape of clouds, and you are now sitting above the cloud line of this place that you are now in, as you have this very small encounter. I'm gonna go back to the other music. Give me 1 second. And we're gonna get an ad. Let's go, baby.
Wawa snack wraps, jalapeno popper. That's the one that's just jalapenos in a tortilla.
And now I'm getting an ad for Reaper's Revenge. I have to test my fate? Okay, well.
Test your fate. Would ya?
Had the chance
to change your fate.
If you
ya?
could see a bear in Scotland, would you?
Would ya?
What's heavier?
If I am Middle Biba,
What the
would you change your fate?
As you emerge out of the clouds having that small encounter, you are now... Well, first of all, give me a quick constitution check very quickly.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Followed by a perception check.
That altitude.
6.
6 for constitution check, got it.
And then perception?
Yeah.
25.
Jesus Christ, give me a hot second. Okay. So...
I rolled a 4 and then a 19.
So immediately as you get through the clouds, I'm going to give you like the physical effects of what happens here first and foremost. As you breathe, you're breathing... You're not like asphyxiating. It's not like you can't breathe, but your breathing becomes very labored. Give me a quick nature check to see if you can figure out why.
I think it must be altitude sickness, but okay.
Because you just said that, you do not need to make the check. As you are able to look around and realize that off into the distance, as well as your eyes can see with the 25, you're able to see the curvature of the world, as you realize that you are thousands upon thousands of feet in the air, so high that the air is thinner here, and it's harder for you to breathe. That's number one. As you look around, kind of like, because again, there's a quote unquote like floor beneath you of like a cloud line, and you're able to see like sections of a countryside below you by thousands and thousands of feet. It almost looks like you didn't pop up through like one solid mass of cloud. It's like one ginormous miles long cloud that you would see like out in like the plains of like Kentucky, basically. And that is like what you pierce through, and you're like, oh, I was just 80 feet in the air, and now I am several thousand feet in the air, and like there was no travel time between them. Something whack's going on here. Because of the 25, you look out and you realize what the whack things are, as you are able to see all of these like small little like cloud perches all around the sky. As you're able to see them, like some are longer, some are thicker, some are wider, some are taller, but you're able to see hundreds, maybe thousands of storks off in the distance or close to you, flying around this massive like cloud complex. With a 25, I know, it's okay, I'm explaining it, it's all right, Siri, you're gonna get it soon enough. And with a 25, you're able to also see that some of these storks have plain beaks holding nothing within them, and other storks emerging out of certain clouds hold these bundles of cloth, these picnic baskets. And it seems like just through luck alone and acting so quickly, in your head you go, oh, I'm in the heart of whatever operation is causing such a kerfuffle down there. This must be where the problem is coming from, basically. And with the 25, the last thing I'm going to say before I kind of basically turn it back over to you, is off in the distance, a mile or two away, sitting above this massive cloud, you're able to see like a foundation. Imagine like how an island would look if you flipped it upside down, where it's kind of like starting at like an upside down pyramid, basically starting at like almost like a rounded point and leading up into a wide base. You're able to see a cloud foundation to a massive castle in the sky. Now, you're unable to see anything inside. It seems to be made of stone and wood and masonry and brick. It has bastions and guard towers and matriculations. It has a drawbridge at the front that has been pulled up, and that's just something that you see off in the distance. With all of that, Allatour, in the midst of this stork operation, what do you do?
Do I have a sense of like how long I can be up here until I should probably start heading down?
Ooh, give me a quick medicine check to try to figure that out.
How good am I at medicine?
You're a cleric.
Oh, fuck! I'm proficient in it. Jesus.
I went to med school.
That's a 13.
That's a 13?
Ooh.
You're unsure. You know you don't have, like, you probably can't be up here for like hours and hours and hours. You probably have enough for like a couple actions and like enough breath for like maybe like one conversation, and that's about it.
Okay. I'm gonna fly towards the castle.
You want to fly towards the castle itself? Okay, no problem.
Yes.
And we're gonna get back to Sherry and Cass in just a little bit. As you begin flying towards the castle itself, please give me a stealth check.
I'm about to get shot out of the sky, aren't I? 17.
17? Okay. I'm going to roll...
You guys know there's a hot honey chicken snack wrap from Wawa? Do you guys know?
I'm so sorry.
As you
They have
begin...
snack wrap?
I think this is psychological warfare.
Hey, look, if the kids are hungry, like guys, the babies are hungry, just get them a fucking Wawa snack wrap.
Yeah.
Give kids like one thing, it's jalapenos and cheese.
And hot honey chicken.
As you begin flying towards the castle, because again, it's like a mile or two away, and you don't move ridiculously fast. You got into that cloud portal because of your reaction time, not because like you moved faster than the speed of sound itself. And so as you begin flying towards the castle, it'll take you maybe like 8-10 minutes to get there. You fly towards the castle, and you are able to look behind you, and in a like flying V formation, you're able to watch as 7 storks flapping their wings, fly in right behind you and begin trailing you.
I'm moving at 60 feet per round.
They're storks,
okay. Yeah. Are they hostile?
Give me, what would you do in this situation?
What does Higgy's thing do for me again? It makes me...
You can activate it, and you can choose one target, and for, I think, like 10 minutes, you have advantage on whatever charm you try to do on them. That can be giving them disadvantage against, like, charmed saving throws, being like a charmed person or friends, but it can also be advantage for you on persuasion checks and deception checks.
I think I'm just gonna have that ready.
Okay.
To go.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. I'm just gonna have that ready to go. For when they come a knocking.
Okay. Excellent. The storks close the distance.
I'm also gonna cast guidance on myself.
You cast guidance on yourself. The stork close the distance, and so they basically put it so like one of them comes up right in front of you. Like almost with like their back end like touching the front of your broom. The 2 on either side place their wings underneath like both of your feet, essentially, with the 2 in the back kind of just like acting as support. And you're able to feel these birds in a coordinated move tilt yourself to the left to try to turn you away from the castle and have you do a U-turn.
Use your words.
Fucking give me. I actually did not think
Bring
about
me
this.
to somebody who can use his words.
Oh, cool, awesome. That's a second nat 20 in a row. You're able to hear the stork in front go, "Look, the boss man's gotta talk to you before you go up there, okay? There's no way we're letting you go to the castle. You know what's in the castle?"
Listen. No, but listen, I come from the below place.
Oh,
and
you
they're
come from the below place,
they're
okay.
throwing in some complaints because you're giving them the wrong babies, you dipshits.
What are you? Don't you talk shit to me, okay? First of all, you are in restricted Fey territory. Why are you even up here?
Because you're fucking up in the mortal realm.
Well, okay, I'm not taking shit from you. You can take it up with the boss man if you want, but if you want to go up to that castle, get us all killed, that's your decision, okay?
What do you mean get us all killed? What's that?
Okay, I'm not explaining everything to you because we got other things we gotta focus on because we're on a whole baby operation up here, and you want me to talk to you? Fuck you.
You know what? I think? I think you like it when people talk to you like this, and I'm gonna cast Charm Person on him.
So you activate Higgy's thing, you choose this stork, and you... Okay, Charm Person, what do I gotta do for that? Wisdom save?
You gotta make a wisdom save of 14.
14? I'm gonna do a disadvantage. Stork gets a +1 because it's a stork. Yeah, that's a failure. That is a straight failure. And goes... Well, I've been working real hard, and I guess I do like it when someone's got a little bit of attitude. Okay, fine.
And listen, I came in hot, and I apologize for that. It's just I got a lot of people up my ass down there, and so you know how it is.
Look, I understand. We're out here. We hundreds and hundreds of backlogged kids. Look, the boss man's got to talk to you though, because if you want to go up there, you're gonna have to get his approval, or we're gonna have to go and just fly and grab you and take you to him anyway.
Okay. Let's go.
And I'm not saying that because I'm trying to be a dick. It's because also, we have a pretty sensitive operation. Do you know how many babies we have in these clouds?
Oh, I really don't. I would love for you to enlighten me.
Potentially an infinite amount of them. And now we have infinite but the boss man can explain. Okay, Reginald will talk to you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, excellent. And you immediately recognize...
We can...
What's up?
We can move away from me too after this too.
They turn you back towards one of the big very tall clouds that storks are flying in, getting babies and flying out. And as they fly you towards this cloud, again the moisture hits you as this V flies you in there. And then you realize that the internals of this cloud is actually hollow in some way, as you're able to see different levels of different just cloud perches, basically, some connected to the walls, some above, some below, some just kind of floating there. And give me a quick perception check if you can see what's going on.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You are able to... Okay, so a couple things that you're able to see is there's a main central desk with one very large stork. It seems like this stork has a it's a desk of made of clouds, clearly not flying, standing on something, with these wide cloud almost panels all around him, and you're able to see this stork is just fully smoking a cigarette, just completely into a long beak. You have no idea how that's happening. But you're able to watch as storks fly in and out of the clouds. Some focusing on the ones that don't have any bundles in their beaks. Some fly into the clouds with a nat 20. They go up to one of these cloud-esque platforms, and you're able to watch this central larger stork who you would have to imagine being Reginald. Looks and with one of his wing hands basically taps a few things moves the cloud around, and the stork pierces their beak into the cloud and grabs up, and as the stork's beak emerges, you're able to see a small little bundle of cloth as the stork then begins and flies out of the cloud and disappears from your view. As the V escort... it's also, by the way, very convenient that you are able to fly, as I'm not sure that things that cannot fly could even be up here.
Yeah, listen, I get into all sorts of places. You know, it's kind of my whole deal.
Okay, understood. No problem. Also, are you okay? You're looking kind of like you're looking a little bit pale. I'll give me another Constitution check.
Yeah. 7.
Okay, excellent. What do you say?
Listen, I was born on the ocean, around the ocean, so I'm more of a low altitude kind of beast.
You feel your vision beginning to tunnel in. Hold on. Do you do anything as your vision begins to tunnel, as you know that like you're probably gonna pass out soon?
Like, am I gonna make it to the boss man or no?
As you begin to like kind of black out a little bit, these storks go, "Whoa, lady!" And they rush up, and these storks like press their wings up against you to keep you like up, as like your arms and legs get kind of like weaker as you kind of begin like teetering on the broom. And just before you kind of like close your eyes, you're able to feel as you fall off your broom and almost like a very like light cotton trampoline, you feel yourself contact a solid cloud before you conk.
This is so much cooler in my head.
Which part of it?
Oh, well, Allatour had a whole plan that once she was done investigating, she would just free fall for a little bit. Holding on to her broom, of course, but she just like experienced that feeling.
Oh yeah, I thought it was just like Allatour jumps to her own suicide.
Aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes, indeed. And with Allatour, as you pass out, as this, honestly, this Aarakocra stork-looking dude looks down to you, smoking a cigarette. You're just kind of like feel like hot ash on your face as he goes like, "What the hell?" And you black out.
I got a fucking sanction for you.
Okay, Allatour, you fully pass out, and we then cut back to Cherie and Cass. Okay, Cherie, give me a quick athletics check with advantage.
Yep. 1 moment. Athletics with advantage, you say?
Yes.
22.
22. You are, after like maybe 10 or 15 grand like leaps and bounds, you're able to and fully jump into the water and kind of tackle the mermaid baby. Very safely, not like crushing them, but like it's like wiggling in your arms, like trying to get wiggling as you're able to like but you being so strong, you're able to effortlessly just press it to your chest, basically as like a way of like keeping it with you.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna scoop a bunch of water into the basket and put the baby in, close the lid, and just hold the basket.
Okay, excellent. Cass, how far have you backed up as this Loxodon is trying to get close to you?
I'm not like... I don't back far away from it, but anytime it advances, I take another single step back.
Okay, excellent.
Or just like scooching around.
I'm gonna say that just for ease of storytelling, Cherie, you're able to walk your way back over to Cass, who's just getting closer to you because it's just like crawl of the baby, step of the Cass, crawl of the baby, step of the Cass. As the Loxodon kid is like trying to reach out with his trunk to like wrap around like your leg or your arm, and you're just right out of reach for the kid.
As we're walking, I say, I am the Honorable Viscount Cassiano Owen Pavel III. And you? Nice to meet you.
Sounds like a phone notification. Cherie and Cass are able to meet back up on the beach.
Honorable Viscount, it's a child. It's not going to harm you.
Why did it? This is... I do not need this responsibility.
None of us do. Perhaps we should find someone in charge of the situation. But in the meantime, you should make sure... Can you get this child to get back into its basket?
I try and pick it up.
Give me an athletics check.
I figured. I'm so used to being bad at it that I forget that Cass is kind of okay at it.
Okay. Okay.
9.
9. Well, Cass, like, and you can
Spoke
try.
too soon.
I'm gonna say you can try again if you want. As you kind of like, as you approach the Loxodon kid, this baby, like, as you get close, reaches its trunk up and tries to like put it like in your hand, basically.
Can I shake hands?
You shake it, and you can feel like the grasping muscles of the trunk try to like curl around your hand as a way of like basically like, connecting with you, as you just shake it up and down, basically.
Good grip, nice to firm handshake.
As you
He's got that baby reflex to
Yeah.
hang.
You get your hands underneath like the arms of this Loxodon kid, and as you try to pick it up, it's like when you think something's gonna be light and it's very heavy. You gotta remember, Loxodons are very dense. This baby is at least 45-50 pounds, and it's only maybe like it's only like, you know, I'd say maybe like a foot and a half in like length, and you're like, and so like your boots like sink into the sand as you try to pick this thing up.
I'm picking up like 3 bowling balls.
You can try again if you want.
I will try again.
Honorable Viscount, would you
your
like
back out?
Would you like some help, Honorable Viscount?
No.
All right.
I threw my dice on the floor. I feel about 14.
A 14? That is enough to pick up 45-50 pounds. As you know, as literally
Lift with your knees.
My little
Lift with
baby
your
boy.
knees.
You pick him. It's like you get him up, and you get him up with like one hand on the back and like one hand like on the rear, as it kind of like just bounces in like next to you. As you're just able to feel the trunk wrap around your neck, very like not like chokingly, but like tightly enough that like you know it's not going anywhere.
Oh. Shuri. This is no good.
Just put it in the basket, and then we'll carry the baskets to someone in
I
charge.
don't think it's gonna let go.
Can you
Walk over to the basket and I try and put it down.
As you try to put it down, you're able to like take the tip of the trunk and just like unwrap it like a cobra from your neck. As it sits in the basket, looks up at you, big Loxodon eyes, blink, blink, blinks at you as it goes and starts freaking out for you to come back. Give me a persuasion roll.
17.
17? You watch this baby go and just stop. Just fully just stop crying for you.
I'm Clumpin's gift to parenting.
Who?
Good. Clumpin. You know Clumpin. Everyone knows Clumpin.
Can I make a religion check?
Yeah, go. Yeah, okay. Yep, sure.
How could I possibly get advantage on this? Lore about deities, rites and prayers, religious hierarchies, holy symbols, and the practice of secret cults.
He's a deity. It's a secret cult. So.
Let's go.
It's not a secret.
Nat 20!
Okay.
As it should be.
Clumpin' it's canon.
Clumpin is God.
I mean, Cass, you mentioned Clumpin. Shuri, you're thinking about Clumpin.
Yeah.
And what are babies if not little beings designed to make as much incomprehensible noise as possible? And as you guys are looking down towards Clumpin's gifts to this earth, and as you think, first of all, you both know exactly who he is, no problem at all.
Yeah.
You guys, Shuri, you say, oh, yes, Clumpin, of course. And you're able to look over and you see the unconscious stork that was knocked out by the mermaid baby. And as you look, you're like, little, and you're able to watch as like, maybe it's the babies, maybe it's the noise. They give you like an idea of like to go and investigate that stork a bit further as you're like, go to someone in charge. Who would be more in charge than those serving Clumpin by delivering these kids?
Is Clumpin behind the baby boom?
Oh, right.
There's something to that. Yes, I'm surprised more parents don't use Clumpin's teachings in their.
Give the baby a tambourine, let it go nuts. The drum kit.
Precisely. Perhaps this stork could be of use once they wake. Are you able to carry your child, or would you like some assistance?
Sheree, you and I both know we're both pretty strong. I think I can do it. And I try and lift the basket.
Forgive me for doubting you, honorable Viscount.
Thank you, Sir Sheree.
Would anyone? Okay, excellent. As you know, Cass, as you say that, like, you know, knees kind of wobbling, carrying this basket on one side. Sherry, holding the full like 60 pounds of water in this picnic basket. Do either of you investigate the stork? You just kind of wait for it to wake up.
No, I think we'll go over to it, and I'll just kind of like cast pokes. Like, is it like lying on the sand, or?
Yes, it's just knocked out. Yeah.
I'll like help it sit up.
You help it sit up. Both of you give me investigation checks with advantage, or perception checks, whichever seems more appropriate.
I will do investigation because I'm better at that. Jesus Christ.
They are both 0.
Oh, I thought you
8.
rolled 2 zeros.
8.
14.
14. Sherry, as you kind of help this stork sit up like a person, which is a very odd sentence I never thought I'd have to say, you and Cass are able to kind of look this thing up and down. You know, just a nude white stork, not like, you know, yellow beak, average eyes on either side. Yes. But one thing that's kind of weird is you're able to look down to its, you know, legs, like the protrusions from the lower half of its body, and around its right ankle, you're able to see some kind of like flat stone slab, very small, only the size of maybe like twice the size of a gold coin, like the size of your palm, maybe. As you're able to notice that.
Sorry, what specifically do we notice?
It's something tied to its leg, like its ankle, basically. Looks like a small like stone slab about the size of your palm.
Is it
An ankle
attached with,
bracelet.
like...
He's a convict.
Is it attached with like string, or is it like a stone?
Yeah, it's just
like...
tied on. Yeah.
Can I inspect it like, does it have any inscriptions on it? Can I untie it and look closer?
Because the stork is unconscious, you may untie it if you wish. And if you want to look at it, I'll give you that for free. Would you like to untie it?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. As you look at this talisman, you are able to see that on like the flip side, as you kind of turn it over, it has like a cartoonish, like 3-pronged castle inscribed into it. A castle that seems like it's sitting on top of like a poof of some kind, like a kind of like a continuous W in a way.
I know all about continuous W's.
That was very funny. I'm sorry. That just clicked in my brain. That was wonderful.
Yeah. Let me see if I have anything good for that.
Is it like a piece of paper tied around its leg? Or
no, it's like a stone, like it's like something carved onto like a smooth stone, basically.
And it's a 3-pronged castle.
Three-pronged castle on like some kind of like poof.
Okay. Yeah, let me see if I have anything. We haven't had a long rest.
No, you have not. No.
Okay.
You guys came up and immediately got into baby shenanigans.
Yeah. All good.
Can I make like a history check on if I've seen this like symbol of this castle before?
Oh, you know you can do that with advantage, absolutely.
Yes.
This is the most storybook thing in the fucking world.
Can I do the same with advantage?
Yes, you may.
About Fey, Fiend, or Undead?
Yes.
11.
And
11? 25.
And 11. Well, Cass, immediately you're like, oh, like you're kind of able to put it together of like these storks disappearing in the clouds and coming back. This is some kind of carving. Does this allow them to like turn invisible? Like what kind of like, you know, the idea of like a magical token that allows creatures to work outside of the laws of understanding is very common in storybooks and historical literature and all that kind of stuff. But Cherie, as you look at this stone, do you touch it at all? Do you just kind of look at it? What do you do?
Yeah, because Cass, did you untie it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would just like looked over your shoulder at it, and like with your permission, like held it up to the sun a little bit to like see if it looks different in the light. Yeah.
As you hold it up to the sun, kind of flip it over a bit, acknowledging the grain and the carvings and the flat backside, you are able to realize that, well, because Sherry, think about it. You just cut your hand and ran it over stone that was part of a magical fey portal as a way of shutting it down. And you realize, of different craftsmanship, of different cut, certainly more polished, this is a stone very similar in its both, and maybe, smoother, higher in quality, but with a 25, you're like, this stone can take us somewhere. It has the same properties, but perhaps it operates in a different way. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh. Sorry, I'm just writing that down. Different properties, but same function.
Yes. So to speak in layman's terms, it can be used to open a Fey-esque portal, but not the same kind of portal. That makes sense?
Yeah. I relay that to the Honorable Viscount.
You relay that over. Okay.
Is there anyone like around us that looks like they're in charge, or is it just like pandemonium?
You see a bunch of like couples with like a bunch of kids around them. You see like a few couples like trying to get back into the resort. You don't see like any staff currently out on the beach though.
Then perhaps we need to contact the higher ups. And I say that holding the talisman.
Something tells me that the higher ups might be where Hathor went. Higher up.
I certainly hope so. I am still concerned about where she went.
Yeah. Question is also how we will get up there, given our lack of flight.
DM, looking at the stone, is it smooth, or could I like hypothetically like cut it against my palm?
Are you trying to activate it?
Yeah.
Give me a quick Arcana check, both of you. And I'll say both of you with advantage.
Nat 20.
Okay.
10.
10.
That's
On
halfway.
every single one of these advantage rolls, neither of them has been above a 10.
We gotta remember also, like, Cass, you're in the middle of doing a farmer walk. It's kind of difficult for you to concentrate. It's like the heaviest cane in the world.
Jesus Christ.
As Sherry, you realize that like
Christ.
you gotta remember, like, your blood worked as a disruption tool, and probably using your blood on this thing, it might shut it down and remove its magical properties if it works in the same way. But you're able to look, and you're just able to feel like, well, and with a nat 20, you just realize, wait a minute. You look at the stork and you're like, storks can't talk. This thing has to operate without any kind of verbal component to it. And kind of going further than that, it's like, if these are just storks, then it has to be of such simple activation that it has to be done by the brain of a bird, essentially. Make sense? And so with that, it's like, what is Sherry like thinking of, like holding, like where did Hathor go into?
The sky.
More specifically,
Cloud.
you think of a cloud, and then just quickly in front of you, maybe like 20-30 feet, you're able to watch as like a fog cloud spell effect. You're able to watch as just a low, like very low, like basically like morning fog cloud begin to form 30 feet in front of you.
I was gonna give the stork some healing and be like, hey, open this, but this also works.
Imagine grabbing a bird and being like, you don't open the portal, I'm gonna kill you. It's like,
No,
what's a
not
portal?
I'm like, just be like, what does this do?
My first impulse was to peck at the stone with my nose as though I had a beak.
I would have loved to see that. You can still do it if you want.
I have some dignity left.
Okay.
Just a little.
Is it safer to leave the children here at the resort, or should we take them with us through this
Ooh.
portal?
I mean, they've got a lot of babies here to deal with.
Return address.
Perhaps we can, if we bring them with us, we can return them to wherever they were meant to go.
Apt thinking. Honorable Viscount. Very apt thinking.
Into the cloud.
Lead the way.
Okay. Cass, and well, that's the thing. You're old high enough. You're able to get it like up onto your shoulder and begin just kind of like hauling it with you as you guys are able to step into this low cloud. And as that happens, your perception of the nature around you, you become encircled by clouds, wide landscape again towering above you by hundreds of feet, as you begin walking on like a soft cottony trampoline and begin to emerge onto the other side. And with that, we're gonna take a very quick break. Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to the land of Allatour. I am getting, like, as I look at all of your faces, I just get the sense of, like, what is going to come out of this guy's mouth next? Like, just so confused. But are we all having a good time so far?
Yes. Sorry if I totally diverted what you expected us to do.
That was immediately so cool and awesome. Fucking things can talk. But yes, we're taking a quick break.
There's just like, nope.
I'm going to that castle. I'm like, sending the Air Force boy, sending the birds.
Birds!
I was like, highway to the danger
zone.
But with all of that, we're going to be right back. Everybody, hope you're having a wonderful time, and we will see you in a little bit. There we are back. All right, cool.
Woo.
Oh god, that is so... Yes. Guys, we gotta get sponsored by Wawa. It's just what we gotta do.
If any group were.
Right now, it's a war of attrition.
It really is. Right now, I hope we never get sponsored by Wawa. But hey, down the line, if they're like, hey, Drew, free snack wraps if you sponsor us.
Can we get free anything else? Can we get free hoagies or like free coffee?
Honestly, I'd rather than be like,
how do sponsors work?
You guys get to choose 1 hour in any Wawa store, and everything you get is free. No, that's not how that works. No.
Moss, why did you get 8 packs of condoms?
I would
What are you going to do with them?
Moss, you fool. You'd be taking items. I'd be dragging aisles out of the store.
Yeah, you could go grocery shopping.
Yeah.
You could go grocery shopping.
Nah, I want trinkets. Give me all your lighters right now.
Just take with 1 hour. Just take everything. I could fit everything.
In what? Your car?
A car? Yeah. I'd fucking rent a U-Haul.
I'm moving out this Wawa.
Wawa's like, Wawa is fully ready for like a cute collab where like you run around. Nah, dude, like,
get the loading bay open. We got.
I'm gonna run a Wawa in my apartment.
It's like, Drew, I don't want to sound mean, but we slept on a pile of gummy bears last night. I don't think we have the space for any of this.
We're gonna make it.
Can I have everything in the cash register, please?
Can I just fill up this giant tanker with gas?
It just says robbing a wall.
Yeah, it's free.
It's free.
Just draining their gasoline to live off of.
Honestly, in this economy,
siphoning it out.
It's like we have a $12,000 tank under the store, and I got 1 hour of free gas. You think I can't move? If I get all 8 pumps running at once, you're done. You're out of business.
you're gone.
You're gone, bro.
This is why we will never get sponsored, because we're gonna take it way too far.
I would snort gamer sups right now if we had a sponsor with them.
Do it.
That's not where they're supposed to go.
Do it. Get their attention.
Do it.
Yeah, getting gamer subs in the national news because of my inevitable cardiac arrest would be an amazing way of just getting the publicity out there.
It's the quickest way into the bloodstream.
I start fucking DMing like rap gods.
You die.
Christ. Okay. Oh, okay. I gotta be a stork. Okay, we already hop back in. Any other segues?
Not unless we get another fucking Wawa ad.
Okay. No, we're good. Okay, excellent. Then we're gonna hop back in for a little bit more, and then we're gonna call it an evening as you guys have to resolve the baby issue. Okay, we're gonna hop back in.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Then we can return. Okay, then with all of that, we're gonna cut back over to Allatour very quickly, as Allatour. Boop. And we're gonna get an ad for snack wraps, and it's okay, and I've accepted it.
It's fine. I'm gonna memorize all the flavors.
You need to
There you go.
report this. This is like this. I think this goes against YouTube's like
Okay, chicken, jalapenos.
policy.
I can't record someone else's
Jalapeno
ad.
popper, hot honey chicken, buffalo chicken. Okay.
It's
Those are the
just
flavors.
a black screen for me. The YouTube, like the Zoom, the Discord thing, it's just a black screen. I've not gotten a single ad this
Well,
entire time.
la-dee-da.
Excuse us, Moss.
I also have not heard a single one.
Well, la-dee-da.
It's you guys in Wawa World together.
It's Drew's internet's fault. I'm
Internet
gonna pull
sucks,
his.
apparently.
I'm gonna pull his plug.
I have the opposite of ad blocker. I put more ads into this bitch. All right, so Allatour, you're
Exclusively
unconscious.
Wawa ad.
You're unconscious. It is not sleep, and maybe you're not even unconscious. It's just that you're unable to open your eyes properly, as you are. You know, it's a lack of oxygen, and the only way that your body's able to continue functioning, even in your Nephilim form, is to shut down every single function besides organ and brain operation. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And as your eyes are closed,
Call me Icarus.
you're able to watch as you look at it, it's almost like fire begins to erupt down the tunnel of your vision. Give me a perception check.
I think. Hang on. 21.
21. The fire for but a moment is pink, before turning a deep, deep crimson. The fire and rapidly approaches you. It's probably your height, but again, in this state that you are in right now, movement and interaction is very limited. You can speak and you can kind of think at this thing if you wish, but you can't, like, move, for instance. Is there anything you do to this fire, anything you think or say as it approaches you and gets maybe 5 feet away from you?
I think Hathor starts to break into a cold sweat.
Okay.
And it's like sleep paralysis where she's desperately trying to get her body to move away from it, and it's just not happening.
Cold sweat kind of breaks out, and you can feel beads on your physical body, like outside of this vision, begin to form almost like a nightmare. And as you're unable to move, you watch as stepping basically unperturbed out of the fire, you're able to see a hooded figure. Cloaked, hood coming down right below the nose. You're able to see their mouth, and instead of immaculate lipstick and makeup, now no perception check required, you are able to see red skin, blood red skin. Give me a perception check to see if you can see a little bit more. Try to infer a little bit.
Mother? Mommy.
Mother.
I passed out of the stork.
Damn, dude, that's a 24.
24. The cloak that this figure wears is tan. The lining is orange and red and blue near the seam, almost like fire itself. It's red skin under the hood that you're able to see with a 24. You're able to see that the lips almost aren't there at all. As you realize the crimson skin is not skin itself, but rather muscular fibers without skin covering them. And you're able to feel this on your physical form as this cloaked and hooded figure reaches out, and you're able to see a hand, fingers with long claw-like nails protruding from them, and grasps around your arm. And Hawthorne, you feel something very strange you've not felt in a very long time, as it feels hot. It doesn't burn you, but you're able to feel the sensation of being a little bit too close to a campfire on your arm, below the shoulder. God, and we get a fucking Wawa ad in the middle of the tension. God damn it. We gotta do some investigating to find a better system. But yes, you feel this hot fire. Just back in
Wawa
it, like
snack wraps.
like the jalapenos and cheese in your stomach after you eat a Wawa snack wrap as it burns up against your arm. Do you try to think or say anything?
Is it like on my arm? Like the hands on my arm?
Yes.
I think she's gonna try and force herself to look into their face.
Okay. Give me a perception check, but it's gonna be much more difficult than the last one. I'm saying it's gonna be like a DC like 18.
Nope. 12.
With a 12,
I think my vision starts to tunnel vision when I try to look at them.
It's like the ripples of heat coming off of their form themselves. Like the fire is heating up the inside of your mind as you're able to hear them say, "Where is it? Where is it?" And just yell at you.
She's just gonna start thinking over and over and over in her head, just like, I don't know what you're talking about.
A child. Skirt's responsibility. Where is it? And upon saying that, the creepy music stops. The Wawa ads, they stop, and you are able to have a triumphant gasp of cool, like cold, humid air, as you're able to watch as this like tall stork figure, Reginald most likely, ties a small little pendant around your ankle. And with that, we're going to cut back over to Cherie and Cass. Give me 1 second here as I get back over to... I'm in the fucking circle of hell. I'm in Yas's 6th circle of hell right now. This is insane. This is absurd.
Snack wrap circle of hell.
229.
I think is happening is you two are sucking up all the Wawa ads, so me and Darbs are spared.
We thank you for your service.
Drew and I died for your Wawa sins.
Purple heart. Why do you have the purple heart? Oh, I got shot in Vietnam. Why do you have the purple heart? I listened to 30 Wawa ads in a row. As if those two were at all comparable. The Wawa ads are worse. All right.
They feel comparable.
Moving on. Give me 1 second to adjust the volume a little bit here because it's kind of loud. Cherie and Cass, you guys step out onto the, again, towering clouds all above you, and you're able to step out of like one of the taller like clouds basically, and you're able to step out and you're able to look out across this same vast stork operation with a giant like a cloud castle up to your right. No perception check necessary. You see this like main massive cloud with storks heading in and heading out, babies coming in, babies coming out. What do you guys, what's like the initial reactions? You guys kind of like step out like into this massive space.
Do we get the sense that we've traveled like somewhere far away, that we're on a different plane, or is this just like in the sky?
I wanted to ask for initial reactions first, but I will have have a con check from both of you right now to see how well you guys can handle the. Actually, Sherry, you hold on to the pendant, correct?
Yeah.
Excellent. Cass, I need a con check. Sherry, you're
Oh
fine.
shit!
I don't need to roll?
No.
Fuck.
You bitch. Con save. Huh.
Wait, save or check?
Save check. Interchangeable, whatever.
14.
A 14? Yeah, Cass, you realize it's more difficult to. You're kind of like you're like, oh, it's like you're breathing heavier automatically, and you're both look around and you're like, oh, we must be high in the sky right now. Absolutely. Whether or not this place is so high that it operates under like realm rules, you really have no idea. Like there might be like a certain like, no, to speak. Just easily a veil separating this place because it is of such high altitude. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like Jack and the Beanstalk, he just went up, but it's very clear like this castle was not just like in the sky. It's like another like plane of existence basically. So there's that. So initial reaction there, like Cass, you kind of like a little bit more difficult. You have a couple more minutes than Hathor did because of that better roll, but like you're like, I gotta breathe better somehow soon.
Do I get a sense that I'm able to breathe fine because of the pendant?
Yes, Sherry, you're able to breathe in the slow, controlled way you often do.
I give the coin to Cassiano.
Okay, you hand the pendant over.
Oh, thank you.
Cass, you breathing becomes easy again. Sherry, I need a con check or a con save.
She's gonna be like, what? I'm fine.
22.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
Let me know if you need it.
I'm fine.
Okay.
So initial reactions of you guys kind of like stepping out. And any thoughts, any conversation?
Cherie's immediately looking around for a manager.
Okay, excellent.
For someone in charge.
Cass, any reaction?
Just kind of like taking in how like beautiful and how much kind of like this very magical seeming place with like acknowledging that it is very beautiful, but with a healthy amount of just skepticism that of what these kind of things have like wrought for us so far, all of the Fae shenanigans.
Okay.
Just like, I don't trust it very much.
Okay, makes sense. And then I also just want to play along with the rules themselves here, just to make sure that everything is consistent. So, Cherie, you pass the pendant over to Cass, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Cass, you breathe easy. 1, 2. You guys have those initial and the thoughts. Cherie, you're looking around. Give me a perception check.
Me as well, or just Shuri?
Just Cherie.
7.
A 7. It becomes very difficult. You see this like main like central cloud tower basically that you're like, oh, that's like at the middle of things. A lot of storks going on, a lot of storks coming out. It's like a key operation center. But it's kind of difficult to glean anything else because Cass, you're able to watch as Shuri, just solid as a rock basically. As soon as Shuri passes the pendant over to you, Cass, you kind of like stabilize up on the cloud and Shuri begins sinking into the cloud as it seems like this pendant also allows you guys to cloud walk, and Shuri, having gifted it off, is now thicker than the clouds again and is now going to begin plummeting in the next like 2 or 3 seconds.
I link arms with her. I try and clasp both of our hands around the pendant.
give me a quick, I'm gonna say group dex check for both of you. Let's just say, just very quickly, just a dex check from both of you.
Dex check. Dex check?
Yep.
Let's do this die. 19.
Okay.
18.
Immediately,
Yeah.
Sherry, as you're like, it's like quicksand. As like you get up to like your waist, and you look over to Cass, and both of you move like in sync with no words. As it's almost like the predator, like too busy pushing pencils. As Cass, your hand comes in, and you guys are able to clasp hands around the pendant. As Sherry is then able to like stop, solidify, and kind of like sand waddle her way back up onto the cloud.
Our hands are clasped around the pendant, and I look at Cherie, and I just go, we're gonna have to hold hands.
If it helps us breathe and walk, that is more than all right with me.
Cool.
Cass is
We're just
like,
gonna look really
cooties.
Holding hands and also carrying baskets of with
This
children.
sucks.
You just like let go of the kids.
As you guys kind of hold on to the pendant, you also realize that, is there any destination that you guys have in mind that you want to like start walking to, traveling to?
I suppose the castle is where I'd imagine anyone of authority would be.
That would make sense. And hopefully they'll know where Hathor is if they don't have her.
Yeah. We'll spot her flying around eventually, I'm sure.
What?
Okay. Over to the castle, you guys make your way, correct?
Holding hands.
Now, it's going to be like a roundabout kind of way getting there, as you kind of have to hop and leap. Like, again, the air is so light here. Like, you guys have, like, longer leaps than usual because of, like, how far away you are from the ground. Like, it's like all... Space is weird here. And as you kind of, like, begin, like, making your way slowly in a roundabout way towards the castle high in the sky, several miles away... Once again, you guys are able to see 7 storks in a V formation as they come up to you guys, and they land in front of your path, and they go, God almighty, this is the most visitors we've had. What are you guys, how? What are you guys doing up here? A couple with 2 kids? How'd you get back here? What are you doing? Why are you holding hands?
We're not a couple.
We are not a couple.
As the lead stork starts talking to you.
These are not our children, and we are not a couple.
I hold up our hands, clasp around the coin, and I go, we have a VIP pass.
I'm not even sure what you would roll there. First of all, okay. They understand. Okay, you're not a couple. Totally cool. Give me a fucking, I guess, a deception check or a persuasion check. I'll let you decide.
I'm gonna say persuasion, not because it's better or anything.
What's it?
And I'm not lying.
Name?
Natural 20! 27 total.
Excellent. It just goes like, I think I understand what's going on here. You were just following your scout, the lady on the broom, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
She's also a very important person.
So would you like to take up your current possession with management, or like what do you mean? Like
Management would be great, yeah.
Oh, okay, well, perfect. And then looks over to Sherry and goes like, anything you want to say, or are you
Management would be very helpful, as we would like to.
I would
like to speak to a manager. I would like to speak to a manager. These children are not ours, and I would like to see them delivered to their proper parents.
Yeah, okay, I understand. All right, so you think there might have been some kind of mix-up, and you guys were able to persuade one of our operatives to allow you to access this place to come and kind of dispute that, correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
That sounds good to me.
Me is a Karen.
A nat 20 will buy you anything. As this guy goes, okay. How are we doing this? Okay? And just whistles with fucking feathers in his mouth. These storks give babies to people. There's not a lot
Fantasy.
of... immediately, like, 10 storks per each of you come over, and interlocking thread between all of them are able to kind of like cat's cradle you guys and then quickly fly you all over to, as you guys go like, and just fly you guys over towards the central tower of the clouds, essentially.
I'm holding with one hand in Cherie's, the other holding this fucking basket with this
Your
fucking
arm is
elephant
burning.
baby. It's like,
Your arm's gonna be jacked.
yeah,
One arm.
just the one.
Just the one.
I promise it's not because you think.
I'm like so good at talking to people and having sex, I swear. I promise. Okay.
Honorable Viscount, you have to switch arms, otherwise there's going to be a disproportionate amount of muscle in the one.
The other, I was like,
This is
I'm holding the other. I'm holding you with the other hand.
I think we're being flown. I don't think we need to keep holding.
But then we can't breathe.
Oh, that's true. That for future reference, you need to have an equitable amount of weight on each arm. But in this instance, you won't show much. There won't be much change just from one heavyweight session.
Yeah. What's your opinion on reps versus weight?
It is determined by your personal body type and how your daily routine is the amount of weight you should be taking into account. If you're starting out, you need to start out with a light amount of weight so as to not push yourself. And once you get reps are very important, because if you do one rep with one heavy weight, you could risk hurting yourself and you would not see any progress. But if you do continuous amount of reps with the same amount of weight, you'll begin to see progress over time, and you can even begin increasing your weight over time.
You want 6-foot abs? Take this body quiz. Take this 3-minute quiz.
It's all about discipline.
Sir Cherie, I think that is the most I have ever heard you say at one time. We should work out together sometime.
That would be wonderful. It's been difficult to get exercise in on the road.
Yeah. We'll wake up early, do some reps.
I'll wake you up 5 a.m. sunrise.
Oh God. I've made a grievous error.
Like I said, it's about discipline. If you wake up at sunrise every morning, you will that will factor into your routine.
Ooh, maybe you can try.
We'll alternate. One day we will work out the way you do, and then the next day we will work out the way I do.
That'll be good.
Very well.
We'll do that. Yeah. Write it down. It's a plan.
Writing that down, and the fucking head stalker's like, I get it. You're not a couple. You guys just are together, holding hands, and you both have babies, and you work out together. It's just like that.
Yeah.
I get it. If it works, hey, excellent. Okay. You guys are able to fly your way over to the central cloud pillar, where you guys are able to pierce through this kind of like clouded veil, and you're able to see the same operation that Hawthor spotted before of like storks piercing their beaks into clouds, pulling out babies, and then flying out of the cloud structure. And with that, you're able to see like this kind of like central administration area with this stork Aarakocra standing there, tying something around Hawthor's like just ankle, and Hawthor just pops back to life basically from unconsciousness as you guys land right next to her.
Are you all right? You were out.
Drenched in a cold sweat. Just kind of clenches her fingers and just goes, I'm fine. Just altitude sickness.
It's a chick. It's a chick.
Yeah. How about
Ooh.
14 insight?
Hang on.
I got an 11.
Seems like she's telling the truth. I rolled a 17, so. You can choose to believe whatever you wish to. It's totally fine.
How long have you been here, Lady Hathor?
Oh, maybe like 15 minutes. I kind of just showed up here when I flew into that cloud earlier. I see you didn't escape the baby boob.
No,
this is.
Can I like shake his trunk?
Oh, absolutely. He's so happy. It curls tightly around your hand.
I don't know the name of this child, but it is very eager to be in the ocean.
You just hear as it slams it up into the fucking top of the picnic basket.
We brought them in hopes of remedying this situation, as neither of these children are ours.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
And
Man,
we
dodged a bullet there. Uh-huh.
And we have VIP passes to speak with management like we planned.
Oh, yeah. I was just about to, before I blacked out, I was just about to show them our credentials from the land below.
Yep.
To get this all sorted out.
I lift up Cherie and I's clasped hands. Yeah.
I show off my ankle bracelet.
You guys are able to look over, and Reginald is talking with the stork that was able to greet both of you as you guys tried to go towards the castle. And goes like, Reginald, you're not gonna believe this. They got VIP passes. As Reginald goes, you cocksucker. What do you mean they're here to speak to management? We don't do that here.
Hey, yo, pardon me. Listen, you look like a guy who knows his shit, all right?
Okay. Fucking goes, Feathers, get the fuck out of here. You go back, keep delivering those kids. Just kind of like shoos the stork away. The storks that brought you, Sherry, and Cash kind of like disperse as well. As Reginald turns to looks to all of you, and goes, now I got 3 motherfuckers here, 2 of which have kids. Why are you bringing the babies back to me? And how did you people even get here in the first place?
Listen, we are emissaries from the land below, all right? And there's been a bit of a problem, all right? We don't have enough bodies for the babies.
Why am I getting the sense that you don't talk like this normally, and you're just talking like this because I talk like this?
Listen, my accent is perfect. Don't you shut the fuck up.
Give me a performance roll.
We just keep pulling it over on these storks.
No, you know what? I get it. Look, I was born in a cloud, and so I talk like this, and you were born on that broom, and so you talk like that. I understand.
Yeah, exactly. And so there's been a mix-up.
Okay.
And we need to cool it on the babies.
You cool it on the
make fun of my
babies.
accent.
I gotta do the opposite of it. I gotta crank these little motherfuckers out faster.
Why?
Why? You wanna know why? Because I blink and I wake up and we got hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of backlogged babies. What have people been doing down there?
Not fucking, apparently.
Listen. You don't know. No, you're gonna listen to me real quick. You don't know shit about shit. I have to catalog every single act of passion, every bit of love, every bit of fucking that goes on down there is cataloged right here in these clouds in a language that I can read. And so I gotta determine who's getting kids and when, and these motherfuckers been down there. They've been getting it on for a while, and there hasn't been any kids been given, so we got a backlog, okay?
Listen, Is there any form of birth control that we can implement here?
Birth control?
Birth control.
Oh, you don't want babies,
No.
white people falling in love down there.
Listen, you can fall in love and not want kids. Okay, we're getting beyond the point. Hold on.
The fuck you just say to me?
With my whole chest.
Okay, well, first of all, pleasure to meet everybody here. My name is Reginald Spoons, and I am what you could call the manager of this here coital operation, where essentially the way that I understand it, okay, I'm just gonna tell you how my entire thing here works, because then I can get back to fucking work, because every word that I give to you is a baby that's not being sent down there, okay? Any of you
What are they,
motherfuckers got a problem
fucking
with that?
Amazon? Nothing, that was Moss making a goof.
Oh, okay, got it.
I don't think you need to worry about lack of children. It seems that there is a surplus down below.
There's more to come where that came from.
I think
They don't want any more.
the supply is surpassing the demand.
Okay, yeah, he goes like over to his main like cloud console and goes, I don't know what happened, because I've been doing my job well for thousands of years, and I blink, alright, and then a couple of weeks ago, I wake up and there's hundreds of thousands of orders that aren't being fulfilled. Everybody here give me an investigation check.
Yeah.
It's because it's a 11.
11? 18?
Fae Fiend Undead?
100%, yes. Related to more than one at once,
Wow.
actually.
Shuri is so fucking clutch, dudes.
Blood Hunter, baby. No! My character sheet!
You deleted
Shuri is dead.
Wait,
time.
turn yourself
Well-
into R.
Well,
Go black and white.
Well, guys, it was nice knowing you. One sec.
Oh god, she's going back.
Oh no!
There goes my
Say
Shuri.
where the wind goes.
Okay, so what'd you get?
Okay, sorry, I got it back. Investigation, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Hathor, you're still waking up. You're still a little bit shook about what you saw in that tunnel. But Cass and Shuri, you're both able to just go like, oh, this is just like to put it in perspective, the Leshy, the watching eyes of ever-growing pines, that was just one guy. This is a whole operation that went out of commission for several hundred years, that has now been reactivated by Winter Scott Key.
Oh.
And I'm gonna say with those investigation rolls, you're all able to kind of be like, backlogged orders, what do you mean? Clearly, like, the ambient love energy of this world has just been being, in whatever ethereal way they're able to keep track of everything, the energy was able to be recognized and somehow distributed into orders for children that has become backlogged by several hundred years, and the operation has, the quote-unquote factory has only recently activated. Make sense?
Yes.
And is that why all these babies are, like, Fae-esque?
Yes.
Listen, I don't think there's parents. It's been a minute, all right? It was a blink for you, but it's been several hundred years down on the ground. So I'm gonna tell you right now, most of the parents for those babies are probably already dead. Listen, look, I am just the messenger for the woman upstairs, all right? You can look, and I'll show him my holy symbol of Aphrodite. Listen, we play for the same team, maybe not the same gods or same bosses, but we're on the same side here.
He looks to you and goes like, you know the big lady upstairs?
Yeah.
You gotta be shitting me. Why didn't you got to lie about VIP passes? You got a cleric Aphrodite coming up in here?
Listen. Yeah? Does that change something?
No,
we gotta catalog all the information regarding love and regarding the act of making children. And meanwhile, you're down here and you're one of the people working on the back end, the front end of things. You know, getting people together to have the orders come through. You're part of this operation, kid.
Yeah. Yeah. I fist bump him.
Oh, he fucking fist bumps you and it's like,
Man, it's been a bitch and a half and a leg trying to get all these babies out of here.
I can tell. Look, you guys are so efficient, you know?
We are, yeah. Well, it took a couple of days to get the ambient love energy kind of cycled into the creation clouds. But after we got that, you know, we can just keep churning them out. It's just a matter of getting enough storks to get it moving, you know?
Okay. Do you care about what happens to the babies once they get to the ground?
Well, you just told me the saddest thing in the world and said that these parents are probably dead.
Yeah.
But
I tell him the year. I tell him what year it is.
He goes, that means nothing to me. I'm a bird person.
Mr. Spoons, if I may. The Honorable Viscount Cassiano Allen Pavel. Pleasure.
Oh, I've heard about you. Yeah, I know.
Oh?
That's right. Party boy.
Yeah.
You think I don't know? Look, if anybody's ever done the deed with anybody else, I've seen the name and I know what they were up to.
Okay. Well, let's talk. First of all, I hold up the Loxodon and I go, really? And second of all, let's talk. It's hard to not do the voice right back at him.
It's so hard.
Let's talk economics for a second. Let's talk supply, demand, surplus. Let's say there's cotton candy. You're selling cotton candy here from this cloud, and the orders, they get lost in the mail on their way to you. They never get to you. There's no orders for the cotton candy, and you're so sad no one wants any cotton candy. But the mailman, he overcomes, and he says, I'm gonna get my life together. Shut up.
Hey, yo.
He gets his life together and he says, I'm gonna bring these orders to the cotton candy factory if it kills me. And he gets there and he has years worth of orders of cotton candy. But the village that the orders came from, it burnt down. There's only one family left in that village. But you say, I have these orders, I have to fulfill them. And you bring it to this village, to the last standing cottage, the last surviving family. You shove all the cotton candy into that little cottage best you can. And the family, they suffocate in that cotton candy.
No.
They suffocate and they die.
No, they can't. No.
But that's what's happening here with the babies.
Dear God.
I know.
I get a slow clap.
My eyes have been opened, all right?
I start a slow clap.
You see
I'm
a
so glad this is being recorded.
single tear emerges out of Reginald Spoons' eyes. Also, what's up, Forgelore? Thank you for joining us. Get ready for Wawa ads. It's gonna be a good time.
Stop it!
Goes.
If we don't mention them, maybe they'll go away.
Honorable Viscount Cassiano Alwyn Pavel, you have moved me with that speech. I now understand. The thought of a family suffocating under the sweet treat of cotton candy is too much for my mind to bear. And if you think that I'm going to suffocate the people down there with my cotton candy, I don't think so. What about creating life, not taking it away? We do have an issue, though. The ambient love energy that has been accumulating within these clouds and within this space that we're in, well, it's a bit of an automatic process now that we got the wheels churning. You got me?
Okay.
Now, there are certain ways and certain creatures that are able to control such creation clouds. Now, we can get them up and running, but the wheel is so heavy it just keeps on spinning. I know what I'm talking about. But the problem is, because we didn't think we'd have to stop the operation again, the beings that can control this, the creation clouds, well, they're not too friendly anymore.
How so?
Well, and he points up to he points to where it would be and goes,
You know that castle that you guys tried to hop, skip, and jump your way into, and little Miss Pinkie Pie here tried to fly your way into? You can. I'm letting you do the voice. You can. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, hands up. Who you wants to do the voice with me? I will give a one-time opportunity. Okay. You both get a pass. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
hard not to. It's contagious.
I give him a little kiss on the cheek.
Oh, and he goes,
You flatter me. Appreciation is always appreciated.
Talk to me later.
I might take my break sometime soon. Okay.
I fully forgot we were speaking to a stork.
yeah, exactly.
No. It's an Eric Cocker stork.
It's
so
like an Eric
Oh,
Cocker, yeah.
okay.
It's a normal thing.
Yeah.
This is a
God
bird.
damn it, I'm not furry.
This is gonna fuck a bird.
First it was a
Yuri's
unicorn.
Now it's
There's a
this.
Not
centaur.
yet.
It's a centaur, exactly. Well,
There's a difference.
So what happened was, because you already met Feathers, and I'm Feathers' boss. Well, I might be the operator of this factory overall, but I got bosses too. And it seems like the bosses have quit. Now you look up to that castle up there. That drawbridge wasn't always closed, okay? Because up in that castle, there's a lot of sky giants. Okay, you hearing me?
Ooh.
Describe these sky giants.
Not a problem. So, sky giants overall, well,
I'm just gonna do a quick let's see how much this guy is gonna give away.
We're so cute.
I'll do it with advantage because you're cute. Fine.
How about give him a little kiss?
Okay, that's much better. He goes,
so you guys know, like, Air Genasi?
Yes.
I've had to make a lot of them, yeah. So, like, imagine, like, basically before Air Genasi were a thing, like before the skies and the clouds and the winds and the cold came together to really infuse those properties. Think about where that came from. Think about the titans that they must have been before the process was able to be, I guess, finite enough to make things so small in reference to everything. Those are sky giants. They're big, at least now, mean blue motherfuckers who have complete control over clouds and storms and all that kind of shit.
And they're the ones who can control the creation clouds?
Yes, they can. Because of the way, now, we kind of operate on the love section of things, taking, keeping track of all the canoodling and the snuggling and all that kind of stuff. But those guys really kind of supply the energy of it. They're able to kind of, I guess, pull the brakes on it after the operation gets up and running. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the floodgates are kinda open right now. But if we were able to get the Sky Giants back, basically back to controlling things, we could wean off the creation a bit. Make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not asking you to stop. We're just,
Oh no,
don't
I know.
suffocate the family in the cottage.
But again, you're basically the infantry of this operation. You're gonna have to tell people, like, it's no longer gonna be because apparently I'm looking at a lot of this right now. There have been no kids as a result of loving declarations, no kids as a result of talking about wanting them together. It's just been the very crude biological way. And so after we essentially have this resolved, you're gonna have to tell everybody, like, hey, be careful who you fall in love with, because something might be coming down the pipeline for you.
We should also maybe get some. Listen, I am the emissary of the goddess of love, but I'm also the goddess. I follow the goddess who's all about consent, and we need to figure out a way in which people can consent to having these babies. And if they don't want to have these babies while also being in love with someone, that should also be a thing. Because listen, all children deserve good parents. Not all parents deserve children. You know what I mean?
No, that doesn't sound like it's from a storybook at all.
Yeah, well, listen. How about I put it this way? As soon as you can guarantee that I will not have an army of children following after me after every person I fuck, call me.
Well, then how about this? Let's get the big guys involved again, and then we can talk to the big lady and see if we can kind of alter the operation a little bit. That makes sense?
Perfect.
Okay. And now, just to kind of, I guess, cap up what we were talking about before. Yeah, when we came back here, we tried to get into contact with the Sky Giants before, and they pulled that drawbridge up so fast it was like an uppercut from a wooden fist. I don't know why. They were screaming. They were burping and throwing, like I just burped, and they were throwing lightning bolts and shit. Dear God, they were mad at us. I don't know why.
The Sky Giants?
Yeah, they were.
Listen, they probably got ate too many Wawa snack wraps, and
those jalapenos do a number on you.
So, I have a sneeze.
It's okay, I believe in you.
Okay, went away.
It's gone? Alright.
So the Sky Giants, do you have any idea where they might have disappeared to?
As far as I understand, they just kind of hold themselves up in the castle and aren't really saying hi anymore.
Oh, okay, so they're in there.
More Wawa. It's just a war of attrition, honestly.
Oh man.
Now my people can get you guys close, but after that I can't guarantee anything.
Okay.
I think we're gonna need to take a nap first. Just a long rest.
You want to literally sleep on clouds? We got ones all over the place.
Yeah.
What can we do about these? That I hold up my baby in a basket.
You know, if you're agreeing to help out with the situation, we can take that off your hands, both of them, and we can care for them in the interim, okay?
That would be most agreeable.
And also, I wanted to talk a little bit about, because I think it kind of like goes through like the knowledge in the clouds and goes like, you got a mermaid and you got a Loxodon.
It's confusing.
Yes.
Oh, son of a... And then he kind of like looks through some stuff again and goes like, oh, my people are overworked. They've been working 24/7 round the clock. There must have been some kind of mix-up. I don't think you've ever done anything with a Loxodon, and you've never done anything with a mermaid. Is that correct?
That is.
What babies were they supposed to get?
What babies were they supposed to get? Give me a persuasion check as he goes, no, Allatour, that's classified information.
Dirty 20.
Does anybody want to contest this?
I want to hear.
How so?
I mean, Darby wants to hear. Cassiano is like,
If your character would not like to hear this, please give me a persuasion check and beat a dirty 20.
You shut up. Let me know the lore. I want to know the lore.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll try.
if we don't know. We could probably.
Y'all don't
Sherlock
know.
it
Your characters don't know.
That's true.
5.
Darby, you want to try? Or
Nah, it's fine.
I need to make a quick roll for Reginald really fast.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. I have the knowledge up in front of me. I know what I have to beat. Okay. Whew, okay. Got it. Reginald goes, "You want me to divulge the secrets of a very personal act between people that you're traveling with?" Asking Hopper.
Why not? Can I snap my fingers and a little bit of pink magic forms a heart around his face?
He goes, "Baby, I'll do anything for you."
He goes into his clouds.
Ather's power.
I have selected the NPC for this arc. The fuck?
He pulls like cloud formulations up. He begins reading through them in an incon. It's basically Orin, essentially, which I don't think anybody here speaks.
No.
Reads. Just because just because you think you lost her. Just fucking the rake of conversation. Okay. All right. Looks over and goes. And also just says this privately to you, Hathor, and goes,
"Well, because we're kind of working for the same operation here, well, your tall friend in the armor there has a half Asimar child in the pipeline. Now, of course, we got to get through all the Fey ones first. So there's a good, after the next, 600,000, 700,000 kids, then it's coming to her. So she's got a couple dozen years until it's going to be there, because we got a lot of the backlog."
Cool.
Awesome. And
then what about Pretty Boy?
And then your friend over there, Cassiano. Now, well, a bit difficult to keep track of that one. About probably until about a year ago, was just plowing all over the place. And I mean like a party boy. He was going all around his little kingdom. It was with all the farmhands' daughters and with all the people from Gazeluntre. He was visiting those, was flirting with the servant staff until about a year ago, and then it kind of settles down. But yeah, it's been, he's got some in the pipeline, I'll tell you that much.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So you don't differentiate between lust and love?
So
because people can just have sex, right? Without having feelings for each other.
Wait a minute, what?
My dear, I follow the goddess of beauty. What do you think we do?
You get people to do the act to make a baby.
Oh my god, you sweet summer child.
People, I got I got books of people trying to make kids.
There is more to love than just making the next generation.
What are you? Okay, alright.
I plant one on him somehow.
Fully just, what? I think you know this, cleric of love. You, give a very strong kiss, the feathers, near his neck. Because, that's where, the Aarakocra can't kiss because they have beaks. That'd be kind of weird. But, nuzzling is, a form of kissing to them. And you, plant a fat kiss on his neck as he goes, "Oh, mama." Okay, what do you continue to say?
Listen, the world is a beautiful place. And the great thing about being alive is that there is 1,001 different kinds of love out there. And you get to experience all of it if you wish.
So
if kids are in the books for you, great. Beautiful. But they don't have to be for you to be a complete person.
This is exactly up your... Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
23.
23?
He goes, "Wait a minute. Just because you just kissed my neck, that means we don't gotta have a baby together?"
Absolutely. The best part.
He sweats.
You can go find somebody else we don't have to be here forever.
He puts out his full,
We could just be in the moment.
he puts out his cigarette in the clouds and goes, I gotta sit down.
I have that effect on people.
Nobody told me about this. The job's gonna get so much more difficult now. Oh, lordy lord.
But so much more fun.
No, because now I gotta figure out intentions behind the actions.
Well, yeah, that's important. Otherwise, you get kids with shitty parents.
You know, now that I'm thinking about it and not just working on autopilot, that does seem relevant to who deserves kids.
I mean, if you're creating sentient life, you have a lot of responsibility for that.
Boy, I really didn't. We did not think this operation through before, I guess, just churning stuff out like 800 years ago.
And that is why I am here.
And boy, howdy, is it a great thing that you're here. But acknowledging that, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest. After that, I need to take a nap. I need to fully just we gotta just let this ride for a little bit, and I gotta think about some things.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it seems that I think the game plan. Why don't we all take a nap real quick? You guys want to sleep on some clouds?
Oh, yes.
Now, would you like do you want like blankets made of cloud? Would you want like a bunch of storks just kind of like nest on you to keep you warm? Like, what do you want?
I think your employees have worked hard enough. I think just a cloud will suffice.
Okay, makes sense to me.
As long as they can take these children off our hands.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yep.
And like 2 or 3 storks per baby comes over, grabs the bundles of cloth, grabs the picnic basket, and just begins flying them away.
Take care.
The ballad of okay, perfect. And with that, you guys, as the babies are removed, do you guys settle in for a long rest before talking about your plan of attack to slow this operation down?
Yeah.
Sherry and I are still holding hands.
Oh right, yeah, okay, I got you.
Stork comes over with an extra pendant, gives it over to Cherie, just to make sure, and goes,
Well, that could have been bad. Thank God that you guys were holding hands the whole way up here. Wait, and so because you were holding hands, that means no kid, right?
Yes.
That's right.
Okay. I gotta learn a lot of new rules. It's gonna be a little bit of a learning curve for me, but I appreciate it, and I appreciate your patience.
And we appreciate your hospitality.
Of course, yeah, just pick any cloud. We're birds, it's fine. You float around a little bit, it'll be really relaxing, okay?
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
We'll chat a little bit.
as he lights up another cigarette, begins smoking again, and anything else?
I take a cigarette out.
Yes.
I take a cigarette out of his pack, put it between my lips, wink, and walk away.
Oh,
he goes, You need a light there?
I got fire.
Pink fire emerges from your fingertips as you're able to light the cigarette. Just smoke after a wonderful conversation with an Aarakocra stork. You guys are able to lay yourselves down and take a long rest. And anything else before
As soon as Hathor's out of sight of all the storks, she just goes, Oh my god, I was talking out of my ass.
You killed it.
Okay.
You said some insightful shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Yeah, good.
You seemed very much in your element, Lady Hathor.
Yeah.
Thanks to the big lady upstairs, you know. Oh.
Are you all right?
What?
You just seem kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm real good.
You seem real good.
Yeah.
Entirely ironic, and you seem flustered and upset, just a little bit.
Oh, I'm just tired. I'm low on magic, so I'm sure I'll feel tip-top shape come tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes, perhaps rest would be good for all of us.
Yeah.
God, his accent is really powerful,
Yeah.
right?
It's contagious.
It was like really hard not to mimic it.
The power of Reginald Spoons.
And with
And
that,
it
we're
wasn't
all
like-
able to take a long rest. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Oh, God. Ladies and gentlemen, are we all having a good time?
Yeah!
Oh, I'm very happy to hear. Hell yeah. That's wonderful. Oh, God. It feels good to be back in the saddle, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
So good.
Coming in a little bit later than intended, but still a wonderful time. Forgelore, thank you for hanging out. We deeply appreciate it. And thank you, Wawa, for sponsoring this video.
Wow.
It's comical. It's like it's like every fucking 5 minutes.
It was like 15 times tonight.
Oh, yeah, that was way too much. Yeah. Holy shit, I have been cooking up the stork operation for so long just for the it's like, oh, the Leshy, like the pirates and like the underwater stuff. This is just comedy. This is just pure roleplay comedy is all it is.
Oh,
Crime soap
so
opera.
good.
Oh, but yes, Lord Almighty Christ. My voice is gonna be shot tomorrow.
You did great.
It's so good. You knocking it out of the park with the names.
Reginald
Yeah.
Spoons,
Reginald
Reginald
Spoons.
Spoons, puckered lips, Pat,
Brown Sally.
Feathers. Brown
Jammin'.
Sally. Jammin'.
Oh god, yeah. It's only gonna get crazier.
So good.
Yeah. Cass has
This
gone on a bit of a
is so
chastity streak
funny.
for the last year or so.
Yeah. And we got what sounds like some Titan lore? Question mark?
Yeah.
And like, you know, it's always interesting to kind of play with. That's gonna have a. I can't say anything more, but I have plans to kind of like loop that back in with other stuff that happened in other things. So yeah, I'm very excited.
Information?
Oh,
Didn't connect the dots. Thank you, Drew. I didn't realize Cass had, gone all puritanical
Exactly.
over the last year.
look, he found Jesus. Okay.
He found
Found
Clumpin.
Clumpin'.
You
found Clumpin.
I cannot believe.
Praise be.
It just I think I'm noticing a troubling pattern. When you mention Clumpin, you hit nat 20, then I have to
You
start just
do!
talking about shit.
Clumpin is real. Not just in these
my
worlds,
body.
in the real world.
Somewhere Cowrie was like, ah, like just.
Somewhere Calvary heard
Somewhere.
a great noise.
What was that?
Clumpin', if you're there, give me a sign.
or oh, they would fucking love that Loxodon, baby.
It would.
That thing was so fucking cute. Ah,
It was so
Yeah.
It's a tiny elephant
Yeah.
with human hands.
yeah. Well, like they're like nub
just like
hands,
the
basically.
bar,
It needs to grow.
Yeah.
Well, think about it like this. Lurjo is about 500 pounds and is 68 years old, and is only like 5'3". Like these, like they take forever to mature.
I was trying to think. I was like, oh, would Cassiano have ever met a Loxodon? But I was like, Lurjo.
Oh yeah, Lurjo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't have sex with Lurjo. What's going on here?
Lurjo and I were acquaintances at best.
We met. I think we shook hands, and that was
Yeah.
it.
What was Hathor's baby gonna be?
So I actually had that planned out. Blurso's was going to be that Minotaur baby. That Minotaur baby. And Hathor's baby was going, because I was like, Hathor has probably made love to every single species that she could get her hands on, and I was like, what is the one species that it would be impossible for Hathor to have made love to? And I was like, oh, it was going to be a plasmoid baby. Like, the plasmoids, you guys know what that is?
Like a gelatinous cube?
Yes, so there's
I feel
actually
like
a
she's tried.
It's a newer race that came out like a couple months ago, basically. That specifically was that was specifically related to like it's like a jellyfish, basically.
Osmosis Jones.
Oh, she would have fucked the shit out of Osmosis Jones.
Yeah, but these things like I don't think they speak common. Like it's like they're just fucking jelly creatures. But yes. Oh god, I gotta go to bed. Wow, that was a lot of fun.
I think also Hathor is the reason why Hathor is so intent on being like, hey, get consent before you get babies is she knows exactly what like her real baby would be and who it would be with. And so she's just like,
Yeah.
I don't want this kind of commitment.
Yeah. Oh god, that was, and I also just because like I love the comedic, and like I tried really hard to not make it like a weird thing of like, baby, you know, there's something inherently comical of like not be like, you know, being at least in this situation like being bad at like taking care of kids, basically like, you know, uncounting like, you know, there's an episode in like every superhero show of like, we gotta care for this baby and fight the bad guys, like, you know what I'm talking about? And I was like, that'd be a very funny trope to play around with in this kind of world with these characters.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. If you have joined us for this long, this is very fun. We really do enjoy doing this, and if you're having a good time, we're having a good time. And yeah, we hope to see you guys the next time as we resolve the impossible infant situation. Everybody, have a wonderful night. Much love.
Good night.